So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So what's up, everyone? I'm really happy to be able to be working with you guys tonight. You know, normally I've been staying in the lane of philosophy because I know that this business is mainly emotional, right? Because you know you're beginning to step out, you're beginning to believe in yourself, you're intimidated, you don't know exactly what to say, and you know doubt tries to hit you, right? Whenever you're starting a business, or whenever you're starting to believe in yourself, or whether you're a competitor on any level, or you're in business, or any of that stuff, you always get floods of doubt, right? And this is why I always say, that wars are won and lost in the mind, right? It's in the will, right? The battle is won in the will, okay? Your will to succeed, your will to overcome, your will to chase the 500-pound lions that I love to say now because of a book I read that Peter sent me. Your will to attack the 500-pound lions in your life called intimidation and fear and all the obstacles that stand in front of you, and going after those dreams, right, that can change your life is so important, and that is what Overcome Nation is all about. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of writing on the whiteboard behind me, which is why I turned the camera around. But you know that I've been staying in the area of philosophy. That is the middle pillar of Overcome Nation, because I think that's probably represents about 70% of your overcoming, over 70% of you having the ability to build a very large business, okay? Because you have to become mentally strong. You have to become emotionally strong, right? You have to keep focused on your eye on the system, right? That we're going to be talking about here shortly. And statistics are very, very important. It's the first pillar when you're going to sit down and you're going to begin to talk to somebody. Stats are very important because stats speak to the entrepreneur. Stats speak to the person that knows business, right? So when I start talking about this industry bringing in over just under $200 billion a year in comparison to the NFL at $9.5 billion, or the music industry at $15 billion, or the video gaming at $65 billion, or movies at $80 billion, right? We dwarf them all. Network marketing dwarfs them all. So when you're sitting with somebody for the very first time, I like to share stats like that because I know they don't know that, okay? Because this industry is not on trial. Okay, so it's really important for you to know that this industry is literally kicking butt. Okay, it is exploding globally. Okay, guys like Warren Buffett, 9 network marketing companies. I know I'm being redundant here, but there are new people here, right? Time Warner, Citibank, Richard Branson, Trump, right? These people have owned network marketing companies, or they currently own network marketing companies. Your friends and associates and parts of your network, they don't know that, okay? So stats are very, very important. And then when I start talking about the ability to build a business globally instead of locally, and you can build it without any trucks, very little inventory, no warehouses, and no employees. That's compelling, okay? It's compelling for the small business owner. It's compelling for the entrepreneur. So I want you to begin to open up with that when you're talking to people, because they all in the back of their mind, they've been told a lie. They've been fed a lie, okay? So I love the fact that as long as our school system continues to tell people that it's better to be an employee than it is to be a big business owner, right? Or a dreamer, or an artist, or an entrepreneur. I know that schools do, they teach that as well. But real business acumen, and they don't talk about network marketing. They don't talk about this wonderful industry. As long as our school system and our educational system is doing that, guess what? It makes it very, very easy for you to go out and build a massive business, because you're going to bring truth to it, okay? You're going to bring truth to it, okay? When people say it's a pyramid, I want you guys to understand. Oh yeah, it's a pyramid? Okay, let's call it a pyramid. We get paid 10 ways in our pyramid. You get paid one way in your pyramid, right? The corporate pyramid, okay? Which pyramid is better, mine or yours? Let's compare, okay? I can take a vacation whenever I want to, okay? My income is mostly residual, so it comes in every single week, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All right? When's the last time you took a vacation? Oh, once? Okay, I can take a vacation whenever I want. Okay? When's the last time you got a pay raise? Once a year? Okay, I probably had 30 or 40 pay raises this week or even last night. Okay, can you make more money than your boss? No. Okay, well, I can make more money than everybody who got in before me. I can pass them up in rank and in income, right? And that's fair. So let me just ask you, which pyramid is better, yours or mine? They always agree that ours is better, okay? And the corporate pyramid, it's the same thing, right? Because in a corporate pyramid, right? In the corporate pyramid, that truly is a pyramid. And pyramids don't mean it's bad. It just means strength, okay? The corporate pyramid is a pyramid, right? Our government is a pyramid. Churches are a pyramid, right? It just means it's the structure of leadership and pay rank, okay? In ours, we get all of this freedom that happens, okay? They don't, okay? So stats like that are very important. That's why I talk a lot about that. I like to come in prepared. I want you in Overcome Nation to come in prepared, right? You come in like bringing the heat, like Jason Semper would say, okay? And then we have the nuts and bolts, right, of building. It's our 3 pillars, right? Building a large organization by using a system, right? What do I always say? People can make money, but systems what? What do systems do? They create wealth, okay? So, tonight, I'm sticking with the nuts and bolts pillar, okay? And this is a new distributor orientation, okay? So, what I want to do now is, I hope that you guys are taking notes. Of course, this is recorded and you can go back through it, but it'll always be more compelling as you take notes when I'm talking, okay? So I want to welcome all of the new people in Overcome Nation and on our team, okay? I've personally sponsored 57 people, and I think I have 10,300 or 10,400 people in my downline now, okay? So if you're looking at this business or you just got in, I want you to understand, don't be overwhelmed thinking, oh my God, I got to bring in 1,000 people. No, you only need a handful of solid people that will talk to people and tap into their networks, and it'll continue to duplicate and grow exponentially, okay? You guys know my story. Started out in Monavie in 2007, grabbed 4 people that wanted more than what they had. They were small business owners and they had real business acumen, right? They wanted more than what they had, okay? And guess what? They said no to me in the beginning, and I kept hounding them until they said yes to me, especially the ones that were close to me. The ones that were close to me, I was like, give me your credit card. I'm trying to bless you, right? Between those 4 and myself, Matt Williams was one of them. In 138 days, he hit a $500,000 a year residual income in Monavie, okay? So those 4 plus myself, we brought in 47,000 people, okay? We brought leader back by leader, back by leader, back by leader, okay? Is this business easy? It's not easy because most people are still developing this muscle here. You got to believe in yourself. That's why I created Overcome Nation, to bring legitimate financial education and real business acumen that could teach you how to build the business, okay? So don't come in thinking I got to enroll the world. But our system, listen to me now, our system, and don't let this overwhelm you, is you want to personally enroll, you want to personally put 40 people in the business in the first year, okay? Don't think you got to do it tomorrow. In the first year. If you can do it in 6 months, you're going to have a lot of momentum. If you can do it in 90 days, you're going to crush it, okay? So you control the speed. All right? Some people are coming in, they bring their influence, they bring their network of people, and they start enrolling them, and they build a massive business, and they fly through the ranks, okay? You're going to put 20 personals in the left leg and 20 personals in the right leg, okay? We have a lot of videos on that. We'll talk about that later, okay? Now, so I want to say welcome to all of you guys that have just stepped into this, and I don't want you to be intimidated by anything. That's why I created the business school, okay? We're going to equip you to feel 10 feet tall and bulletproof when you sit down and you talk with somebody about Viseo, about Overcome Nation. You're going to be able to speak to a small business owner and hold your own. An employee-minded person who's stubborn and hold your own. You're going to be able to talk to all walks of life and business understandings and people that don't understand, and you're going to come in there knowing way more than they do. Okay, I promise you, if you've already been in Overcome Nation for longer than 60 days, I'm telling you already know probably 99.9% more than anyone you're talking to about network marketing, unless they are a leader in network marketing, okay? And that's going to make you guys feel very confident knowing that you know what to say. Now, action is going to be your coach, right? Remember this, action is always the best coach because it's a great teacher. It shows up and it brings obstacles to you. It shows up and it brings you into stress. It shows up and it starts revealing the things that you need to learn and you need to overcome. What do we say about obstacles? Obstacles that stand in your way, right? They're there to make you stronger, faster, more effective, right? The pain of experience is where you get the rigors of real business, okay? So don't feel like when you are filled with doubt or discouragement that, oh, this is something unusual, okay? That doubt and that discouragement is what makes you better if you choose to confront it and overcome it, okay? Your obstacle says, look, I'm going to put you in pain, I'm going to put you in stress, I'm going to make you want to quit, but by the time you get on the other side of me, you're going to be more effective, you're going to start winning, you're going to start having victory, you're going to start making the money that you want, your dreams are going to start to take place, okay? So, you're going to hit all that, that's a predictable playing field. I want you to understand it's totally normal, okay? It's totally normal. All right, so you just got in or you're thinking about coming in. I like to say that it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, okay? So when you stepped into the business, you're going to choose a business pack, okay? You're going to choose, there's the business packs start from $239 up to the Founders Pack at $1,495, okay? The Founders Pack pays 2% total company revenue, right, in a pool, and you have to hit the rank of gold, okay? It's at the bottom of the compensation plan. I think everybody should get that. We're going to grow you into that rank. It pays $3,000 to $5,000 a month residual income, not including the founder's bonus. So it's profit sharing. So as the company gets larger and larger, so will that monthly check that you get, okay? Right now it's paying between $1,627. That was the first one. The second one was $1,877, right? And that was just last Friday or the Friday before that. All right, we're just stepping into our 10th week. Our 10th week here at Viseo. We did $12 million in sales in our first month, and I think we're at about $24 million right now. 10 weeks, $24 million, okay? I want you to understand that companies don't do that right out of the gate. I would say there's well over 30,000 people in Viseo right now. That's staggering growth. So now's the time you want to get involved. There should be an urgency on the inside of you because, like Kimberly likes to say, FOMO, the acronym is FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. You don't want to miss out. There's a trend in the very beginning of a would-be legacy company, a company that goes to $1 billion in sales. There's a trend, and it's in the beginning from year 1 to year 3. That's when you get involved. That's where all the money is made. That's where you build a massive organization, a massive network of people going into different countries, start going global, right? Start going completely international, and your income begins to really accelerate through exponentially. Okay? After the 3-year mark, you start hitting more and more competition. You can still build, but what's happening is you want your team to be the competition to everybody else. After 3 years, so many people are going to hear about Viseo. You're going to run into a lot of people that you're going to talk to about the business, and they're going to go, oh, I'm already in. I got in with so-and-so. And you're like, dang, I should have talked to them in the beginning, okay? So there's a trend in business, and if you miss that trend, it starts becoming difficult. Okay, so if you're looking at Viseo for the first time or you just enrolled, I want you to understand that you're in good company. Now is the time that you want to build. So, first one, you came in, you bought a builder's pack. The second thing you want to do, what's the second one, guys? Can anybody help anyone? The second thing you want to do is get on LCP, okay? LCP is very, very important. You purchase your business pack in the same enrollment, you get on your LCP. You need 80 points, right, a month in purchases. 160 pays all the money. So 80 points, it keeps you active and it saves all your unpaid volume. As commissions are coming in, it'll save all of that. It'll bank your points. That's money. 80 points saves it, 160 points brings all the money. It opens up the doorway of getting paid all the different ways, okay? So what you want to do is get on the 160 as quickly as you possibly can. If you put yourself on 160, start getting some customers, then you can back up so they don't hit your credit card every every month, every 28 days to reinvest in your business, okay? I want to park on that point for a second. You're building a business. If I'm handing it out and I'm consuming it and I'm sampling people because I need those samples to build my business, because the product is going to speak louder than you can in the beginning until I can give you the business acumen to where you can prepare a strong punch, a strong argument, okay? So you lead with the product in the very beginning while you're learning through Overcome Nation, okay? So sampling is our system, okay? You want to sample people, and we'll talk about that further. So you need to reinvest in your business. So all you need to do is purchase another 80 points. 160 pays all the money. Do not be afraid of LCP, okay? LCP, you can lower it, you can hire it, or you can cancel it. You're not bound by any contract, okay? So don't freak out about that. Every small business owner knows that they have to reinvest in their merchandise, okay? I would never open up a liquor store and put one case of beer on the shelf, right? I'd get one customer and I'd be out of business, okay? You have to replenish your stock. Okay, that's called doing business. Okay, so number one, purchasing your pack. Number two, getting on LCP, and number three is getting qualified. Going out and getting your first enrollment, one in the left, one in the right, within the first 48 hours. I'm referring to my notes here. Okay, so I don't want to miss any of the details. Okay, now. You should have already received your intro pack, because when you picked your business pack, it's a one-time $49 fee, right? And what that means is you get the replicatable website every single month, right? It's your site. You pick a username, right? And it's username.vaseo.com, whatever your username is. Mine is overcome.vaseo.com. You guys already have yours established. That is your URL. It's replicatable, and that's where you're going to send your customers, your future brand partners, and all of that. There's no monthly charge for that because you already paid $49.95, okay? You're also going to get your app in your phone. You can run your entire business right from your cell phone, okay? You download the app, right? And it'll show you video campaigns that you can send to people. You can send, product information, product videos. There's a video on just about every single product or on every single product. There's a buffet of videos that you can send to somebody, right? You're introducing Vaseo to them. You can send them in a text. You can send it in an email. It connects with all the social platforms, right? Instagram, Facebook, and the other one, Snapchat. Okay, so it connects with all of those. It's completely interactive, all right? That's what you get. So they send you out that kit, okay? You also get a kit of the system, okay? When you get that kit, if you haven't received it already, it's coming. It'll be there within the first 3 days, or 4 days, probably 3. And in that kit, it's going to be brochures to hand out. It's going to be the system. It's going to show you how to build, right? It's going to show you what they call their 5 pillars. It'll show the complete compensation plan of the ways that we get paid, and you can dissect it. And it's, you're going to learn all the ways of pay if you haven't already in Overcome Nation, right? But it's great to be able to see it and study it right in between. And sometimes you get paid and you're like, how did I get paid that one? That was a trip. Okay, so you can go back into your catalog of the 8 ways of compensation. It's actually 10, but excuse me. There's actually 10, but I'll explain it to you. And you can see how you've been paid, and then you can see the advantages of getting involved in the leadership pool. The leadership pool is absolutely badass. Okay. You guys are going to quickly learn that I like to use that phrase. I like it. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to be who I am, okay? So you're going to love that. Okay, also, let's see. Okay, now, so you just got involved. Now you have your back office. Immediately when you enrolled, before you even received any of your stuff, you've received your builder's pack or any of that, now you can log into your business. The first thing that you want to do when you log into your business is you'll see all the different links at the top, right? And you want to make sure that all your information is correct. You want to make sure that your email address is correct. You want to make sure the spelling of your name is correct. Then if you go to the financial tools off to the upper right, you're gonna click on the V-Wallet, okay? The V-Wallet is where every Friday they download your commissions, right? They upload your commissions to that, okay? So you're going to fill out your pertinent information, right? And what you can do is is you also will can order for like $7.95. You can order the Viseo payout card. It's a Visa, right? And I probably shouldn't have showed you that because my number's on it. I'm gonna have to cancel it and get another one. Your Viseo payout card. It's your commission card, so you can either send all of your commissions to your bank account, right? You can have it wired into your bank account, or you can just put it right, have them deposit it right on your card. Okay, so that's a really cool way to pay. I mean, I love being able to, you know, have access to that cash immediately, right? Also, I love to be in meetings and go, hey, who's all getting paid in here, right? So everybody can raise their Viseo payout cards, their commission cards, their Visa cards, and it's a great symbol of I'm making money, okay? So, and it won't send it out to you until your commissions are in that. You can't purchase it from another credit card. Once your commissions are uploaded to it, then you can purchase it out of those commissions, right? So if you have it, then you've already been paid. So it's great to show people in a meeting when they're a bunch of doubting Thomases in the room, right? And I just go, hey, everybody who's getting paid, you know, put up their Viseo Visa card, right? And then people look around, they're like, man, freaking everybody in here is getting paid. It really, really shows that this is a company that it's not difficult to start building a massive business, okay? So you do that. Okay, also setting the leg, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go, there's a little link there that says My Account, and then once you've clicked on My Account in your back office there, you'll go to Preferences or Settings, and you click on that and it'll say left leg, right leg, or lesser leg, okay? So what that means is if you say, okay, when you figure out who's the leg, what leg do I share with my upline? It might be a left one, it might be a right one, right? So it's important for you to ask, am I on your left leg or am I on your right leg, okay? Because the leg that you share with your upline is a leg that will tend to grow a little bit faster because there's more people that are putting people in your downline as well, okay? Don't expect that, right? If it happens, it's a bonus, but just find out who you share that leg with, because the way I teach is you want to put your very first personal in the leg that you share with your upline, okay? Because that leg tends to grow faster than your other leg, because you're the only one that's contributing to the other leg, right? Because of that, you want to be able to put somebody in there that's going to be fired up where you can go, hey, I haven't enrolled anyone yet, you know, but just you, but I don't know if you've looked in your business, but you already have like 3 people in your downline. You're like, what? I already do? Right? It gets them fired up. And now you have a building partner, right? You have somebody that's going to be fired up and do meetings with you and do calls with you, and they're going to want to build a big business, okay? So I teach taking that very first person that you enroll and putting them in that common leg with your upline, okay? So when you click on the settings, when you find that out, let's just say it's your right leg, you want to click on the right leg, okay, and then click Save at the bottom. So if anyone goes to your website and signs themselves up as a brand partner, because you don't have to sign them up, you can if you want to manually, but it's easier if they do it themselves. If they do that, it'll automatically put them in the leg that you designated, okay? So then when you go to put your next person that you've enrolled in your other leg, you're going to go back into your back office and you're going to click it. You're going to go click, in this case, you'd click the left leg, okay? You click the left leg, and then if the next person that enrolls, they go to your website and enrolls themselves, what's going to happen is it'll automatically put them in that other leg, and you're qualified. Qualified for income means that you put 2 people, one in the left, one in the right, personals, okay? It doesn't count if somebody else puts somebody in there and you're like, oh, I already have somebody in there, why do I have to add one? Because this is not a pyramid. You have to contribute, okay? So in order to be qualified for team commissions, you put 1 in the left and 1 in the right personally, and then you teach them to do the same. Hold on, this thing just went out. Hold on. Okay, so setting the leg is important. Just remember to save it at the bottom, okay? Now, if you manually put somebody in there, then it doesn't matter what leg you've set them, because you can you're overriding it if you've enrolled them yourself, because you're just going to go and you're going to click the leg that you want to put them in, okay? Don't be overwhelmed. You're going to learn this over time, okay? What's the next thing? You set up your week. Okay, you did that. App on your phone. First 48 hours. Okay, so you just stepped into the business, and I want you to put yourself on a fast track. Okay. What did we do on what was it Sunday night? Sunday night I talked about urgency. If you haven't seen that live at 5 last Sunday, I'm wearing a green Overcome Nation shirt, right? That was a really, really strong, compelling teaching on urgency and why there's an urgency for you to build quickly, okay? So if you first stepped in, you want to, if you've enrolled them, okay, so I'm going to talk about the accountability. If you enrolled somebody, the very first thing that you want to do is go look, in the first 48 hours we're trying like heck to get you qualified for income, okay? We want you to start enrolling, right? So the first 48 hours I think are critical for your argument. I'm talking about when the time you set out to start making your phone calls, okay? So this is what I mean by that. You want to put yourself on the fast track because in the first 7 days, I mean, imagine this. You just put me in the business, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm going after it. I enroll a person on the left, a person on the right. Then I start enrolling 2 or 3 more people, and I teach them to do the same, right? Something like that. It doesn't have to be identical to that. You know what's going to happen on Friday when I get paid 7 days later? I'm going to have a fat check. What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be telling everybody about my story. I just got involved. I started enrolling other people that want to build a business. I started helping them to do the same, and I made $500. I made $1,000. I made $1,500, whatever it is, okay? And people are going to go, you're kidding me. You just stepped in. You're doing this thing part-time. How long did it take you? Well, I just made some phone calls, right? I did some phone calls with my upline. We made it happen. And, yeah, I mean, I made like $500 my first week in the business. They're like, no way. Okay, show me what that is. What is this thing about Viseo Overcome Nation? What is that? Right? It really helps your argument, okay? So I want you to understand that your story is very important. It can be compelling or not be compelling based on whether you perceive that that would be good for you, okay? Now, if you're in the business and you didn't do that, every 7 days you can change the size of your check, you guys. Every 7 days you can put some moves together and make some calls and get serious. Go hand out some samples. Go make it happen, and you can change your check, and then you can brag about it, okay? But I think that's very, very important to be aware of your story, okay? Now, all of you that are already brand partners and you're already enrolling people, I just want to encourage you to remind the person that you just enrolled about their story, about how important it can be, right? Because let's be honest, people want to get involved in an opportunity where somebody's already making money, right? If I told you I made $5,000 in the first, couple of weeks or whatever, you'd be like, what? How do I do it? Okay? So you want to be able to you want to make yourself aware of that. That's super important, okay? So you put one on the left, one on the right, first 48 hours, and you're going to teach them the same. Soon as you put one on the left, one on the right, okay, like this, okay, you just got in the business, you put one on the left, one on the right. Okay, now notice, if you're looking at this, left, right is the same thing, right? When you're looking at it from your office, it's not turned around, so don't get confused. When you're looking at your office, it's left, right, okay? You put one on the left, one on the right. Now, what happens there, you guys? All of a sudden, there's a helpline here. It's an invisible helpline that I talk about in my system, right? A helpline. You want to help these people go out and get their 2 people as quickly as possible, okay? Maybe, I don't know if you can see all this, but I'm just going to write it down. This is your help line, okay? Because as soon as you put 2 people in the business or 1 person in the business, you immediately want to help them do the same. Okay, now listen to me, okay? You don't want to stop recruiting. You want to continue to recruit, right? You're trying to get to your 40 people as quickly as possible, okay? Don't get discouraged if you can't put 40 in, all right? You're going at your speed. Right now, you're in chapter 1 of your understanding, okay? In 30 days from now, you're going to be in like chapter 15 of your understanding. You're going to feel very capable down there. So do not get discouraged. That's what this business school is all about, okay? So you're helping them to do the same, but while you're helping them to go out and get their one in their right and one in their left, right? While you're doing it, while you're helping them, you're going to come down here and go, all right, well, I have another one, right? So let's just say Rick. I just got Rick in the business, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next open spot, either outside right or outside left. In this case, let's just say I come here. So when I enroll him, where am I going to put him? Either outside right, outside left. So when you go in your office and you see there'll be like a little white shadow ghost person that'll be open spot. You just click on it and it automatically will put Rick right there at the bottom. Okay? So what happened here? Well, you just helped these two people have another person in their leg. Guess what? These people get paid for that too because they accumulate points. Okay? That's what's great about being on LCP. Okay? So while you're helping them get there too, you're still recruiting. You're still going out and getting your people too. Now, this is what I think is important. I want you to listen to me. When you personally sponsor somebody and you put somebody in the leg, if this is your personal right here, right? P for personal. What I like to do is when I personally sponsor somebody, I like to put, if I have the capability, I like to put like 3 more of my personals underneath my one. Because I want to help them go as fast as I can. So I'm already, listen to me now, I'm already making myself responsible and accountable. Now, I don't have to do that. And not everybody can do that. Okay? But I put that pressure on myself. If I put, let's just say this is Paul. If I put Paul in the business, what I like to do is if I put Paul in the business, I want to put 3 more people underneath Paul. Because I want to be able to go back to Paul and go, hey, bro. I just put 3 more people in your downline. Get your butt busy. Let's go. Right? Okay? Don't feel bad if you can't do that. Not everybody can do that. But if you have a larger network, then you might want to put that pressure on yourself to do that. Okay? And none of you guys that just came in, listen to me now, don't expect that either. Okay? You come in with your network. You're building your business. It's your business. Okay? Paul's business is not my business. He's in my business and I'm going to help him, but it's not my job to put a bunch of people underneath him, okay? So don't expect people from above to put people below you, okay? If it happens, consider it a bonus and a blessing, okay? Right now we have a lot of momentum. We have a lot of people building, okay? But all of us come in with a mindset as I am going to bring in 40 people within the first year, and I'm going to do it as quickly as possible. Some of you can bring in way more than that. Okay, I want to say this to you. Listen to me now. You put 20 in the left leg, you put 20 in the right leg. Okay? Out of those 20, you're going to get 13 to 15 people that are going to come in. They're going to buy a big business pack, and they're going to get on LCP, and they're going to go, I want to build a business. Okay? And you're going to be great. 13 to 15 are starting to build. Out of those 13 to 15, 3 to 5 of those 13 to 15 are going to go gold. Okay? They're going to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Out of those 3 to 5, you're going to have 1 to 2 that are going to build a 6-figure a year income. And let me tell you something. If you have somebody who builds a 6-figure income in this leg and a 6-figure a year income in this leg, that's going to give you multiple 6-figure income. Okay? So it's the law of averages. That's why I teach. It's called the 20/20 vision. 20 personals on the left, 20 personals on the right. Now listen to me. I want, just for those of you that just can't see this, what do you think they're doing? I'm taking it upon myself to put 40. He's taking it upon himself to do 40. This person's doing 40, 40, 40. Can you imagine how that now you're beginning to understand what exponential growth is all about? Okay? We all come in with our networks of people. We all come in wanting to build a business, not dabble in it. To build a business, okay? You want time freedom. You want your dreams. You want to travel the world. You want to get out of debt. You want to drive the car you want. You want to live in the house you want, the neighborhood you want, okay? We're in here helping each other. We bring our gifts together and we are stronger together and we push each other to the top, right? We push each other to the top. We do it together. It's not one person doing it all. We do it together, and so all people can become wealthy in our Viseo Overcome Nation team. Okay? Remember that. Okay? So you have your helpline here. You help these to do the same. So I'm just going to give you, well, I'm going to leave that up there for a second. I'm going to show you an advantage I'm going to show you the first 4 ways to pay here in a second too. So we talked about that. We talked about the 3 pillars. We talked about industry stats and how important they are. We talked about the philosophy and how important it is. We talked about the nuts and bolts of building and the sampling. All right, so now we talked about the first 7 days, right? And I put a little note in here that I want to add to everybody, because I think it's really compelling, and it's very short. But do you know that the wildebeest, I know you're like, Rick, what are you talking about, the wildebeest? The wildebeest, from the time it is born, it has 1 hour after birth to be able to get up and outrun an adult lion. Right? Can you imagine that? 1 hour after its birth, it has to be able to outrun a lion, or it is probably going to get eaten by a lion. Okay? Because the lions are waiting, and they surround the wildebeest, waiting for them to give birth. And the wildebeest all stand around and guard, and the mother is there, and they basically have 1 hour. That's why you see the mothers are like nudging them to get up, get up, get up, because the lions are coming. Okay? And so the way I look at it is, if a wildebeest can outrun a lion in an hour, you can build a massive business if you want to in 90 days or 6 months or 10 months or a year, okay? And that is my goal for you, to help you to establish that through our system, okay? So it's that same thing, okay? If you put that pressure on yourself. Now, I talk a lot about overcoming fear, okay? But the truth is, I've always let fear push me into success, okay? Entrepreneurs build their wings on the way down. They don't have all the answers up front. So all of you out there you get stuck in analysis paralysis, I want you to try to compartmentalize that, because if that's the thing that's probably been slowing you up most of your life, you want to change that, okay? Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Learn to jump off that cliff and build your wings on the way down, okay? How do you do that? By believing in yourself. You believe in yourself. You apply, and you're not alone. You have a whole team that's surrounding you, and you have the best business acumen education that you can find in this entire industry. I promise you, you will not find any 7-figure earners in this industry teaching business school like I am for free 3 nights a week. You won't find it anywhere, and I can tell you that they don't talk about the things that I talk about. Okay, because I'm used to going after the lions of business. I'm used to going after the small business owners, the entrepreneurs, those that know business, people of influence, people that are popular, people that have large networks of people. How do you talk to people like that? Okay, I'm used to doing that. It's something I've practiced for 10 years, and I give it all to you guys for free because you're on my team. Okay, when you make money, I make money. If you don't make money, I don't make money. Okay, and so to me, that's fair. I'm betting on myself, and you got to bet on yourself. I have to let action be my coach, and then you have to sit, and I have to give you the best information that I possibly can to talk to a small business owner or anybody else that you run into. Right? So I want to pour everything I know into you to make you the most effective that you could possibly be. Okay? And then you, in return, have to take note of it, let action be your coach, go apply it, jump off that cliff, right? And go make it happen. Start believing in yourself. Overcome Nation is about overcoming every obstacle in your life, okay? But right here, it's about life principles, it's about industry statistics, it's about philosophy and the nuts and bolts of building a large business, okay? So, let me make sure I have everything covered here. All right, so now, so you just got in, you have all of that taken care of. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to start making your list, okay? Make a list of 100 people. If you can do 200, do 200. If you can do 300, do 300. Okay? Make a list of those people. All right? Now, there is going to be people in your life that are going to do things just because you're doing it. They love you. They trust you. They want to build with you. If you're doing something, they want to do something. And if they can see it through your eyes, okay, I want you to understand something. Listen to me now. For all of you veterans in my downline already, and all of the people that just stepped in, I want you to get used to talking about vision, okay? Because vision is very, very important, okay? There's life or death in the power of the tongue. So when I talk with people, I want them to understand, like, look, you have your dreams and you have your reason for wanting to step into this business, okay? But it's my goal to help you to get to $3,000 to $5,000 a month in the first 90 days by putting you on a system. Now, if you do that or not, that's up to you, okay? Because everything that I'm saying to do, right? If you do it effectively, right, and you strengthen and you download in your mind all the videos that I've done and talk about all the stats and all that, you can learn as quickly or as slowly as you want. Okay, but when I start saying, look, it's my goal to help you. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be at 3,000? You want to be at 5,000? You want to be at 10,000? Okay, so it's my goal to help you get you there. Okay, so this is why I always say I have people on the system. Why do you think that I'm always saying, hey, what are we doing in April? Because we started in January, right? Don't pay attention to April if you just got in. In the first 90 days, we got to have you ready, okay? You need to be at gold within the first 90 days. Based on my system, it will get you there. If you're doing the system, it will get you there, okay? If you're not there, if you're halfway there or a third of the way there, all you got to do is change some things. You'll beef up the sampling and we'll talk about that, okay? So talk about vision with people, okay? I love it when somebody says, Rick, I'm going to help you make $1 million, right? I want you to imagine, Rick, I want you to imagine that you're going to live where you want. You can have multiple homes if you want. You're going to travel the way you want. Rick, like, what do you want to do? What places do you want to see, right? How badly do you want to get out of debt? Because I'm going to help you, okay? You write that down, I'm going to help you get there, right? I loved it when somebody talked to me like that. My first mentor, he's like, Rick, money is just an idea. I'm like, what? He's like, you're only a solution away from getting the thing that you want. You want that house, you find it a solution and make it happen, right? How am I going to go get the money? I'm going to come up with a solution. Money is just an idea. The thing you want is just an idea. You see what you want and you come up with an idea that's going to make it happen. How do we apply that in Viseo, right? I want to be Black Diamond, okay? Black Diamond's going to pay probably $2 million a year, okay? So I want to be there, okay? What do I got to do? I got to talk to this person that I'm totally intimidated. I don't know him that well, though. In fact, I don't know him at all. So how am I going to get him to listen to me? I can cold call him if I want to. That could be one way. Who do I know that knows him? Oh, I know Sue. Sue knows him. Okay, so I'm going to go talk to Sue about getting involved in Viseo with me, and she's going to get involved, and we're going to go because she has a personal relationship with him, and we're going to go get him in the business, right? Oh, I just found a way to get to that person. What did I do? I used my imagination, right? It was just an idea. I'm an idea away. I'm a solution away of getting that person in my business. Even if he says no, it doesn't bother me. Because circumstances change. His circumstances may change in 6 months or 90 days, right? He may start seeing Sue start making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month or maybe even a week, and now all of a sudden he's interested because he had a price to pay attention. I stepped into network marketing in 2007 because my buddy was making $27,000 a week. That was my price to pay attention, and he did it with no employees. That made a lot of sense to me. So they tried to get a hold of me and get me into Monavi 11 months earlier when they were making $5,000 a week, right? They tried back then. Guess what? I wasn't interested. I was still doing better in real estate. I thought that's cool. The money's great. That's cute, right? But I'm making way more than that, so I'm not going to do that. But then 11 months later, my circumstances began to change, and I was a lot more humble because I could feel the real estate boom lifting. It was getting harder and harder to find those good deals. And they went from $5,000 a week to $27,000 a week, and I was like, okay, I got to know what you guys are doing. My circumstances have changed, and yours have changed too for the better. So I want to do this, and the rest is history. Okay, right? So another thing I want to say is, as you're doing, so why don't you talk about vision? Vision should be very, very important. The person you talk to, they need to know. I'm not talking about BS in them, you guys, and I'm not talking about manipulating them either. Okay. But listen to me. People only follow people with vision. You know? Why would I want to follow somebody who has no vision? Why would I want to follow somebody who has no sight or doesn't talk about the things that they want in life? I like to be around dreamers. Don't you? I mean, I love being around the lions of business because they talk about big things, big businesses, right? Traveling, parking their money over here, and all these other great things. I like being around them because they're successful. Okay, they have vision and they have strength. I follow people like that. I followed people like that too, right? And so if vision is not a part of your vocabulary, you're slowing things down. Don't be afraid to talk about your dreams and the things that you want to do and the things you're going to do, okay? Absolutes, okay? I speak in absolutes. I don't say maybe it's going to happen. I say I'm going to go out and make that happen, right? When I wanted to go Black Diamond in Mona V, I went and made sure I was Black Diamond. When I wanted to be the #1 earner in the company, I made sure I was the #1 earner in the company. And I told everybody I was going to do it, and I did. When I said I was going to be an owner of a network marketing company, I did it, okay? I didn't say maybe I will someday. I said I'm determined to do it, and I made it happen. Because there's life or death in the power of the tongue, okay? People follow people with vision and strength. Be a person of vision and strength, okay? Good preaching, Brother Rick. Amen. Okay. Now, so you've made your list, okay? As you're making your list, if you find like, I can't think of any names, you're going to grab the memory jogger, okay? The memory jogger is a document it's in the info in our Overcome Nation group page. It's just a document, and it'll say like, who do you know that's a doctor? Who do you know that works for UPS? Who do you know it's a banker? Who do you know it's a plumber, right? It just jogs your memory so you can start, thinking, oh, I know a plumber, and I know a banker, and I know, the UPS guy and the mail guy, and, all that stuff, right? So it helps you. So you can take that memory jogger and keep putting it against, right, the people that you may know in your phone, okay? You have a lot of contacts in your phone. You have a whole lot of contacts in Facebook, okay? But that's another teaching. Don't throw up on everybody on your Facebook wall. Just do something like once a week talking about Viseo. You don't want to make your friends feel hunted, okay? You want to help them to feel like they've discovered you, okay? You can talk about how you're excited and talk about where you're going, your vision. This is what I'm going to do. I just joined a company. It did $24 million in sales in 10 weeks. It did 12 million in sales its first month, and I'm going to bring an army over here. Like I found it. I found the company, and I finally found the mentorship that's going to teach me and train me, give me the education so I can build a multi-million-dollar business. Okay? You speak like that. I promise you, when you start talking in absolutes like that, by the way, it's not, if you start talking about where you're going and what you're going to do, if you're talking about your future, it's not a lie. You're talking about your future. This is what you plan for your future. You're going to walk it out. Okay? And when you start talking like that, people are attracted to that because they don't hear people talking like that too much. Only wealthy people talk like that, okay? So you need to start talking, put on the mindset of a wealthy person. Wealth starts up here before you have it in here, okay? Remember that. If you don't believe me, talk to people that won the lotto. They make a lot of money in the lotto, and 5 years later, most of the time, they're completely broke and miserable, right? Because they weren't wealthy in their mind. They didn't know how to handle it, okay? I'm teaching you how to handle it, how to grow, how to push back the boundaries of fear and the lack of understanding in your life. We're taking you to the top of the sale. That's what we're doing, okay? We're not staying here. Don't look back. We're not going that way, okay? You're moving forward. We're taking the land. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm here for. That's why I passionately try to articulate the words that would grab a hold of your heart and change that blueprint on the inside of you and shake it up. That blueprint that says I can't do it. The blueprint says that I was told my whole life that I shouldn't dream, right? We're shaking that thing. I want that thing completely pulverized and demolished. There's a new blueprint that should live on the inside, and it should say, I'm taking the land. I'm going to overcome. I'm going to have the lifestyle I want. I'm going to have everything that I want out of life because I'm determined to go out and make it happen, not wait for it to happen. Okay? Now, I'm about to close here. When you're going after those people, okay, you have those people that are going to do what you do, but then you're going to have those that aren't going to follow you so quickly, okay? What you want to do is you want to talk to them about the sale. If they are interested, you talk to them not through text, not through email, on the phone, a personal conversation. If they are genuinely interested in Viseo, right, and they are genuinely interested in talking to a third party, somebody in your upline, maybe it's me, some of the other leaders, okay, then they are qualified to have a three-way call with your upline. Okay, I do three-way calls all day long. The other leaders do the same thing all day long. They're helping their teams to advance. I like the three-way call, okay, because I get to talk with those people about something that they don't know. I know that most of them have been fed a lie about network marketing, and I want to be the person to set them straight. However, you don't get your upline, listen to me now, this is really important. You don't get your upline on a three-way call as a cold call. You don't get your upline on a three-way call with hopes that they will convince them, okay? They're there to help them to understand, okay? You should already have them at that place where they're seriously thinking about getting involved, but they just need to talk to one more person with you, okay? You don't want to put your upline on a call, you know, because they're open to it, all right? When I hear that somebody says, well, you know, I talk to a bunch of people and they're open to hearing you talk. I don't want to be involved in a three-way call like that. I'm not here because, you know, they're doing me a favor by listening, okay? That's not. They have to be genuinely interested in Viseo and genuinely interested to talk to me, okay? Because all that groundwork you have to do, okay? So do yourself a favor and do your upline a favor when you do that, because you don't want to leverage your upline because they're going to make you're going to make them feel like they're doing all the work for you, okay? You don't want to do that because that's hiding, okay? Believe in yourself, okay? You're learning. Trust yourself. Some people are going to say, no, it's not a big deal. It's not personal. I feel sorry for every single person that says no to you, because I know that what we have can change their life for the rest of their life, okay? Some of you guys that are involved in Overcome Nation right now or in building, some of you here will never have to work again, right? I believe that with my whole heart. This is going to be a legacy company, okay? And then some people are going to, you know, fall off. That's just the way it is. Some will build, some will start to build, some will get distracted because they went camping and we did something else and got distracted and lost their drive, right? And then there'll be those that are like, are you kidding me? No, I'm not aiming for gold. Like, I'm aiming for, like, what's the top rank? I'm going after that one. And by the way, even if you quit, I'm staying here. So you can help me. It's cool. Thank you for getting me in the business, but I could even say bye-bye to you, right? Those are the type of people that are going to race all the way to the top. Okay, and I know that I have a whole lot of you in Overcome Nation that feel that way, and that's the way you need. I didn't need anybody above me when I stepped into network marketing. Nobody helped me. They enrolled me. They were in Florida. They never helped me. Okay, I didn't get any help from them at all. I had to figure it out on my own. So I was that person that held himself accountable, just like you. Okay, I don't care if somebody quits above me. Why do I care? It's my business. I'm only limited by what I can do, and so are you, okay? I know that I'm not quitting. I'm going to be here for freaking ever until I take my last breath. I'm not doing this any other network marketing company, okay? This is my last network marketing company, okay? My business, my network marketing career started with Dallin Larson and Mona V, and it's going to end with Dallin Larson and Mona V, okay? So if any of you guys are thinking that Rick at some point may jump, I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'm with you guys. We're going all the way to the top, okay? We're not stopping, okay? We're not settling and we're not parking. We're going to the top. And if you don't quit and you apply everything together and we teach and push each other to the top and bring our gifts together, we're stronger together, right? Right here. We're stronger together. We're stronger together. We help each other to become successful. Okay? So three-way calls are really important. Now, our sampling program, I'm just going to end here shortly. I'll have to maybe start at chapter 2, right? But I want you guys to understand something. Very important. Our sampling system is this. You are going to sample one person a day, okay? So you have one person a day, right? You have the samples. Hopefully you came in on a larger pack. You should, because you need your samples, right? For every five samples with a qualified, right? With a qualified prospect, right? I'm just going to say a qualified prospect, right? For every 5, you're going to get 1 brand partner. Okay? For every 5, okay? So if you're sampling every day for 30 days, you're going to end up with 5 to 6 brand partners, okay? Why are we leading with samples? Because I don't want you to, first of all, you're in business, okay? You guys remember when Red Bull started? They were sampling and giving away product for free to everybody. Remember those cars with the big, the Red Bull on it? They were giving away that stuff and by the truckloads. Look at them today. Multi-billion-dollar company, okay? And so sampling is going to be a huge part. Let them try it, okay? There will be some people that you're going to give a whole bottle to, okay? Oh my gosh, Rick, that's so much money. Why are you telling me to give a bottle? I'm not saying to everyone, but let me just ask you something. If you came to me, you knew I was in network marketing, or you knew that I have a large network of people, I have influence, right? And you know that people follow me, you mean to tell me you wouldn't give me a bottle? Of course you'd give me a bottle, because you're like, if this person comes into my business, they're going to crush it, right? You could really start dreaming with that. Remember, it's not the quantity of people, it's the quality of people. So there'll be those that you know that are totally capable or have experience. You want to give them a little bit more, okay? Don't have to do it every time. Use your best judgment, okay? So if you've sampled 5 people, if for every 5 you're getting 1, you sample for 30 days, you're going to get 5 to 6 brand partners in your business, okay? Sampling is very important. Here's the other thing. The other reason why, here it is. You guys already know this, but I'm going to say it again. In the beginning, the product can speak better than you can, okay? Maybe you don't know how to do the best pitch, but the product, when it performs and they like it, guess what? They're going to either become a customer or a brand partner, okay? And if they like it and they're open to the business and they're interested in the business, it's easy to get them on the phone with your upline and do a 3-way call, right? See how powerful that is? It's a natural course of bringing them into the business. They've tried the product, they love it. Wait till they start seeing the money, right? Then it's changed. Wait till they start seeing your money. Then it's even more compelling. And then they start telling their friends, okay? Right? You guys know how a rumor starts, right? A rumor starts like this. Hey, I got to tell you something, but please don't say anything to anyone. You're my best friend. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. So you go, well, da-da-da-da-da-da, right? You tell them, right? And then they get off the phone, right? And then 2 days later, they tell their best friends, and they're like, listen, so-and-so, Rick told me this. But, you're my best friend, so I'm just going to share with you. But don't say anything, right? Before you know it, if 3 people tell 3 people who tell 3 people, you got 39 people that know your secret, right? That's how a rumor starts. Get 3 who get 3 who get 3, and 39 people already know your secret, okay? So it's like starting a rumor. Building your network marketing company is like starting a rumor, okay? It's great. All right? So, what I want you to do is, I'm not going to go any further because you guys won't be able to handle it, but I'm going to say this. We have a video so far for just about everything, okay? What I want you to do next, it'll be like chapter 2 of what I just said. Find the video that says 2x2, right? It's the 2x2 training. It is the system, okay? Going out and getting 2, teaching them to do the same, right? I'll just do this, right? You put 2 in the business, right? You taught them to do the same, right? And look you already have 6 people in the business. You only got 2 and you taught them to do the same and you have 6 people, okay? Now, very important, so you want to watch that. I also want you to watch how to make $485 in the first week, how to get paid, okay? But I'm going to do it for you right now. Now, listen to me. I know I'm going to close, but I forgot that I need to tell you this. If you want to be effective, learn the first 4 ways of pay as quickly as possible. Learn the first 4 ways of pay as quickly as possible. I'm going to do it for you right now. It's only going to take a few minutes, okay? I want you to learn this as quickly as possible, okay? You know why? Because when you say, people make a lot of money in this, and they're like, okay, well, yeah, I've seen somebody make money, and you leave it there, then making money and all that is like la-la land. It's not specific. But when you show them how they get paid, they're like, no way, I only get paid one way in my business. Like, that's how you do it? And they start nudging their wives, right? And they're like, honey, we could literally do this. Like, we could get ourselves out of debt. Okay? So, if you want to become, listen, I'm not exaggerating. When I stepped into my first network marketing company, which was Mona V, that was a huge gold mine for me. Taking them through the first 4 ways of pay. So now they see it on paper. And if you're like me, you're mostly visually dominant, you want to see that, this is how it happens. Okay? So you're talking to somebody, right? Listen, in Viseo, we get paid 10 ways. I'm going to show you the first 4, okay? You got your replicatable website. Somebody goes to your website and they purchase product, okay? Customers, right? So you're going to get 20%. 20% of customer sales, right? And it's all according to the PV, the CV, which is the volume, okay? You're going to make 20%, okay? That's the first way. The second way, okay? When a brand partner chooses to come into the business, they're going to have multiple different business packs that they can come in on, okay? If they choose the smallest pack, it's like $232, they're going to make $32. You're going to make $32 just for signing them up, okay? If they choose the $329 pack, you're going to make $48. Okay? That's called a PIB bonus. I'll write it here in a second, okay? If they choose the $5.99 pack, you're going to make $80 just for signing them up. Okay? If they choose the $8.99 pack, you're going to make $120. If they choose the Founders pack, which is $14.95, you probably can't see that off to the side of the camera, so I'm going to write it here. They're going to make $192. You're going to make $192, right? So this is called the PIB, right? Product Introduction Bonus. That's the second way of pay, okay? So they just get a site, they send it to their friend or they sample it, and they're like, you want more? Just go purchase it by my site. Boom, you got paid. You want to be a brand partner? You're coming into the business now? You like the product? Okay, fine. As soon as you sign them up, you get paid. Okay? One of these. Okay? The third way is something called a founders. It's called a foundation bonus, also known as the power of 3. So this is how this works. This is you. You put one in the left, right? One in the left, one in the right, and you teach them to do the same. Okay? Now, this is what has to happen. If your point volume, okay, is 240 points or higher, that's PV, or higher, okay, and if you came in on the second the second lowest pack, which is $3.99, it's already worth 240 points. But I don't teach coming in on anything less than a $5.99. It's not enough product, okay? But right now, trust me, you want to do the foundation bonus, the founders pack, because you get 2% profit sharing in the whole company, and that's what you want. Trust me, it's what you want. You only need to get to gold. So we have a whole lot of people signing them up, and that's worth 960 points. So if you're worth 240 points, and these people are worth 240 or higher, most likely they will, because I don't teach any of these small packs. So when these people come in on 240, right? 240, 240, 240, right? What happens is, as soon as you put one in the left leg, one in the right leg, you're going to get paid a $50 bonus just for getting qualified. And then when you teach them to do the same, you're going to make another $100, okay? Right? Another $100, okay? So let's just say, just for an example, they came in on a $5.99 pack. You came in on a $5.99 pack because that's the lowest pack that I teach, and all of them do the same. I'm almost done, guys. So the $5.99 pack is worth 400 points, okay? All right? So in this case, they're not coming in on 240s, they're coming in on 400s, okay? So all of these people came in on 400 PV, right? So what happens is you have 400 here, 400 here, 400 here, 400 here, 400 here. I hope everyone's following me. Don't go to sleep on me now. Okay? So what's happened here is you've enrolled one on the left, one on the right. On the $5.99 pack, you made $80 right here. $80. Then you did the same thing here. You made $80 here. 80 and 80 is 160. You already made $160 just for enrolling them, and you got a $50 bonus. Okay? Then you help them to do the same. You got another 100 here. Okay? So what's happened is, in the team commissions part, which is the fourth way of pay, and we're done, team commissions, okay, what it does is it takes all the points, these points here, okay? So you have 400, 400, 400. You have 1,200 points on this side, and you have 1,200 points on this side, okay? So with that, so we get paid in cycles. So every time 240 finds 480 points on either leg, right? That's 720 points total. Every time that happens, it's going to pay you a $25 cycle. That's called a cycle. You can do 1,100 cycles a week. That's $27,500 in commission, just in team commissions, that you can get paid in a week. It caps out at $27,500 just in team commissions. All the other ways of pay go over and above that. That's how people can make $1 million, right? 10 million, whatever. Okay? So if you look at this example, what happens here is you would take the 1,200 points and 1,200 points, you add them up. That's 2,400. I don't know if you guys can see that. The camera might not show it. That's 2,400 points, okay? If you divide 720 into 2,400, you'll see that it went 3 times. So it paid $25 3 times. So 25 times 3 is $75. So let me show you what you picked up here, okay? 80 and 80, 160, right? 50, that is 210. Then you got $100 you pick here for the foundation bonus, right? So that's 300. This is 400, right? I'm sorry, 410, right? And then you cycled 3 times at 75. What happened here? How much did you make? Anybody tell me? You made $485. All you did was enroll one in the left, one in the right. You taught them to do the same. It cycled. You got the PIB bonus and the foundation bonus, and you made $485. Okay? And you could do that in a few days. Not a big deal. Okay? That's the first 4 ways of pay. It's very, very easy. I have a whole video just on that. Okay? So, in a nutshell, it just looks like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 20% customers. Right? Then you have PIB bonus. Then you have the foundation bonus. Then you have team commissions. I don't want you guys going any farther than that. You don't have to explain check match. I have a video on it. But you can do that in 15 to 20 minutes. Look how fast I did it. If I can do it, you can do it. When you can articulate that to people, all of a sudden it makes sense to them because they're visually dominant, okay? Just like you, okay? So, I hope that helps. Welcome to Viseo. Welcome to Overcome Nation. I just want you guys to know that I love you. We have great leaders here. I hope everybody's planning on going to Vegas May 29th and 30th. For our official launch. It's the very first convention that Viseo is doing. Come out a day before. Overcome Nation, we're going to do our own celebration the night before. So make sure you're a part of that. That will happen about 6 o'clock on the 28th, right? And I'm staying at the Paris Hotel. Guys, I suggest you guys stay at the Paris Hotel as well. That's where the convention is at. And I just want to tell you guys I love you. And go make it happen. I hope this helped everyone. Bye now.